All right, the losing streak, it is finally over. Let's hopefully start a winning streak here, Padres, huh? That would be nice. Win 6-4 tonight, and you Darvish coming back from the IL was dealing with some of that neck tightness, and it was good to see him have a pretty good start today. He ends up going 5 innings. He was on a pitch count limit, so that's why he didn't go as long as maybe he would have if he didn't have this neck tightness, this IL stint, and he was just on his next rotation every fifth day, right? So hopefully this is a good start for Darvish. What I mean by good start, not by like because tonight was a good start, but good start to the remainder, the second part of his season here, obviously after this IL stint. As you look at the box score here, obviously goes 5 innings, 3 hits, no walks, no earned runs. Obviously, the no walks thing is big because, as we've seen, when the Padres give up those free passes, it feels like most of the time they come around to score and bite the Padres. And there wasn't a whole lot of room for error because Adrian Morejon gave up a couple earned runs, De Los Santos gave up a couple home runs, and that made it a closer game. Maybe De Los Santos was just being a good teammate and was like, hey, Bobby Suarez, you haven't been in a save situation in a while. You haven't pitched. You've had 5 days off. Let's put you in a save situation. Let's get you to double digits in saves this year, which is what Robert Torres is at. He has 10 saves on the year. Yuki Matsui inning in 2/3. We knew that, and I said this on my pregame thoughts, like he and Suarez probably were going to pitch today, probably regardless of what the situation was. I mean, they hadn't pitched in a while. I believe Matsui had 4 days off and Suarez had 5. So, hopefully Suarez pitches in a save situation tomorrow, back-to-back days. There's the day off, and then he'll be ready to go for the D-back series in Arizona, and the Padres can win this series. And again, hopefully this can be a start of much better baseball being played by this team, a winning streak. Let's hope that's what it is. But the Padres, they did win this game, and they went 2 for 16 with runners in scoring position. So this could be, what's the saying? A clock, a dead clock or something. A broken clock is right still twice a day, something like that. I forget whatever this. I just botched the saying. I know I did. Sorry, but um, this could be, the Padres. Hey, they were gonna win at some point here, and then maybe they continue to play bad baseball because the 2 for 16 with runners in scoring position, that is terrible, and it didn't get off to a good start. I mean, let's remember, nobody out, bases loaded, and they didn't get it run. Now Manny, it was a line drive, it was good contact, and Ellie De La Cruz is 10 feet tall, so he has big wingspan, was able to catch that line out. But then I think Bogey popped up, another pop out as well. Like, it was a disappointing start, and it was like, all right, here it goes again. Nick Martinez on the mound. Reds are going to go win this game, and the Padres are going to have 6 consecutive losses. But thankfully, they did not. Let's get to the decision by Mike Schildt. 5th inning, before Manny comes up, Crony, there's catcher's interference, and it would have been 2-0 Padres, and the Padres had the opportunity to just have it be 2-0, and there would have been 2 outs in the inning, though. But Schildt says, no, we'll take that run off the board. It'll be 1-0. Let's have bases loaded with Manny coming up, who has not been the best version of Manny Machado that we've seen in a Padres uniform. But Schildt, we know he has faith in his players. A ballsy move has Manny come up to the plate. And, of course I didn't agree with the decision by Mike Schildt. What are you doing in that spot? That's what I was thinking. I think that's what a lot of Padres fans were thinking. What are you doing? I get it. Manny Machado is up at the plate, bases loaded. That looks like a good situation. But when this team is struggling to win baseball games, take any run that you can get. And even though it worked out, I still have that thought of, what were you doing, dude? Take that run. But that's why I'm not managing. That's why Schildt is managing, right? That's why we're not managing. That's why Don Orsillo, because Don in the booth, he was agreeing with me. Like, he didn't really like that decision. He was questioning that as well in his head. I'm kind of glad I didn't send out a tweet or anything, right? But it's a ballsy move, but Schildt has confidence in his players. I still would have had that run on the board, just 2-0, 2 outs in the inning. It's not bases loaded, but if Manny still doubles like that, those runs still would end up scoring anyway. So, like, I'm fine with still saying, even with what happened, I would have still done what Schildt didn't do. I would have just took the run. But that's me being conservative. That's me coming off a 5-game losing streak and not having as much confidence, obviously, as Schildt has in some of these in his team just in general, right? Um, but maybe this is something where it's a little something extra. This Padres team, it seems like they already love Mike Schildt, but this is something extra maybe where it's like, I will run through a wall for this dude, especially Manny. Like, he believed in me with the bases loaded. Instead of just putting a run on the board, he took it off and said, "No, I want the bat in your hands. Go drive these guys in." Had that confidence in him. And maybe that'll go a long way, or maybe that's just going to be something that we forget down the road because the Padres end up not going on a run here. But we'll see. Bottom line is they won the baseball game 6-4. Thank goodness. The losing streak is over. If they would have lost 6 straight games, and that's another series loss, and then we got Joe tomorrow. I want to have confidence in Joe, but I don't have a whole lot of confidence in him right now, the ways that he's pitching, right? Could set up for getting swept. A series loss if they would have lost tonight anyway. Even if Joe would have pitched well, it still would have been a series loss. Would have been disappointing. Very disappointing homestand, right? Getting swept by the Phillies, series loss to the. Now they could lose this series still with the loss tomorrow, but tonight would have guaranteed that. Very disappointing homestand is what that would have been. And then they go face the Arizona Diamondbacks, who have postseason aspirations. You know, Mm, just and then the Cubs as well at Wrigley, not at home this time, and then come back home and face the Dodgers. Things could end up still not being that great, right? They're still under 500. I don't want to make it seem like they're over 500 and everything is fine, right? There's still some things that were concerning about this game, but they won. And that's all I care about tonight. They won a baseball game, and I'm happy because of that.